After living in both Thailand and Colombia, I'm going to say both of them changed my life in different ways. But in this video, I'm going to break down to you guys the pros of Thailand, the cons of Thailand, the pros of living in Colombia, and the cons of living in Colombia. And after this video, you'll be able to find and figure out which one, if you think about traveling to any of these two places, which one suits you better. So let's kick it off. So number one, we're going to compare the culture. So the culture and the community. So Thailand culture is more respectful and it's more peaceful. I would say the people are really nice. The Colombian people are nice as well. So the Colombian people are real nice, real authentic, a little bit more energy. But if you want a more peaceful and honestly a more respectful culture, I would choose Thailand, hands down. The Thai people are real respectful. They're the only country that's never, ever been colonized or invaded. So they have a real like sense of pride, but it's like that peace, humbleness. Now the culture in Thailand. Now the culture in Colombia. Colombia is very exciting, very energetic. The culture there is very vibrant. So if you're looking for energy, nightlife, parties on it, and it's not to say that Thailand don't party because they party in Bangkok, Pattaya, Phuket, they get down. But if you're going for like that, not just at the party locations, but if you're going for that all around, like more energy, more culture, more vibe, like a more vibrant city, I would definitely choose Colombia. So I lived in all the major cities in Colombia. I lived in Bogota, Medellin, Cartagena, and my secret. So this is one of the best kept secrets, probably not now, but Santa Marta. Santa Marta is, for me, the best city in Colombia. If you go there, you'll figure it out. So now we're going to get into cost of living. So the cost of living, honestly, is not even a comparison. So I'm going to say Thailand wins hands down, guys. I was living in a beachfront. So just to give you the comparisons, I was living outside of Pattaya City, like a block away from the beach, 2 blocks away from the beach. Apartment for a contract for a year, $450. Everything included: sauna, steam room, gym, swimming pool, jacuzzi, access to open door areas. So in that same apartment that literally beachfront in Colombia, that same apartment now costs around 900 to $1,000. So if you're talking about cost of living, that's just as far as the accommodations. So now let's get into like the price of transportation, guys. It's not even a question. In Colombia, they use InDrive. It's okay, but in Thailand and in Asia, in Southeast Asia, we use Grab and Bolt, and Grab and Bolt is way more reliable, and it's way faster, and the prices are way more economical for the Grabs and Bolts. Guys, I was getting Grabs and Bolts for $1, $2, $1.50. So equivalent of going from where I was living to the center town, that would be the equivalent of about $2. But that same ride in Colombia, like I said, guys, it's still comparing apples to apples. Like it's all. If you're coming from the West, it's still relatively cheap. So that doesn't even really matter. So if you're coming from the West, it's still relatively cheap. But like I said, this is a comparison video, so I can only give you the comparisons. So I would say that same ride would be about $5, $4 in Colombia. But just, I mean, it is what it is. So now we hit the cost of living. So now let's get into the food. The food, hands down, Thailand is not. Thailand has way better food. Honestly, it's not even a comparison. Thailand has the Pakapao, Pad Thai, the Pad Man. Thailand has it. They have all the curries, and it's like a melting pot. Honestly, so living in Pattaya and Bangkok, it's like a big melting pot. So you have Western food as well, which is a little bit more costly. But now let's get into the price of the food, guys. I would eat Pakapao is chicken. They call it kai, rice, khao sui, and I would get a egg, kai tam. So guys, that would run me about $1 to $2 per meal. And if I wanted to get real fancy, I would go and spend about $5.50, $5. and that's at pretty good restaurants as well. So it's not like I'm eating street food. You can literally get $5, $4, $3 prices in the restaurants as well. So it's all depending on your style, what you like. So now let's get into the food in Colombia. So Colombia, they have the stereotypical bandeja paisa. They got the chicharrones, pollo guisado, todo eso. Pero, I mean, but the food in Colombia, I, I would just say I guess the soul and the stuff in Asia, I guess it's a little fresher. And another thing, to be completely honest, even about Colombia now, they're starting to revert back and becoming more and more westernized. Because guys, Colombia is only a 2 hour flight from Miami. Guys, Bangkok is about a 24 to 16 hour flight from Miami. So that's automatic off top. So the food is way better because their food that they're getting is more westernized now. So you already know when it comes from Western food, we already know what that brings. What does that bring? More fat, more added sugars, more processed. And in Asia, I love it. Every day is fresh. You can just pull up and go to the market. And we used to go to the market every day. We used to wake up, go walk, and after we finish walking, we go straight to the market. We'll go get mangosteens. Man, it's a fruit that they have in Asia. It's so good. Papayas, watermelon, oranges. We would get all of that, and that would literally run us about $6, $7. Like, but to get a whole like basket full of fresh fruit, about $6. And so, not to mention that, like I said, Colombia, they have the fresh fruit as well. I will say the mangoes and the coconuts in Colombia, maybe a little bit better, a little bit tastier, but it's still, honestly, to be completely honest, in that food category, the food is not a comparison. The food is not a comparison. We're gonna give that one to Thailand too. So far we have Thailand 3, Colombia nothing, because we gave Thailand the cost of living, we gave them the culture. Now we gave Colombia. We gave Colombia the culture. Colombia is the culture. Now we're gonna get into fitness, guys. If you're into fitness, it's not even a question. It's not even a question. It's Thailand. They have so a lot of people don't know. A lot of the top UFC and MMA fighters, they go and train in Phuket and Pattaya, Bangkok, Bangkok Flight Club, Pattaya. You got Rage Fight Academy, Fairtex. So a lot of these professional fighters and professional boxers, they all go, and amateurs, they all go to Thailand to train and it's crazy because the value for your money, what you get the same quality of training, but the value you get is not even a comparison. You get way more value for the price that you pay in Thailand, in Asia in general, than you do in South America or even America. So I will say, for the fitness culture, it's a big fitness culture in Thailand. Like I said, you got athletes, you got a lot of the Europeans and the Germans and the Australians and the Russians. They come in and they're pretty fit. So Thailand is like a big melting pot of like all cultures, all races, religions. And Bangkok is the most traveled, the most visited city in the entire world. So that goes to show you, we're getting people from everywhere. So I will say the fitness culture in Thailand is a lot better. Now, being like fitness culture in Colombia, I'm gonna be completely honest. Colombia is more about it's fit people. Of course, it's fit people. Colombia's fit. It's people are fit there. But I'm saying like the gyms, the amenities, the food is healthier food, the recovery, the access to health and medical and medication and everything you need. Is Thailand is hands down is not even a comparison compared to the fitness. But not to say there aren't fit people. Of course, there are fit people in the world. There are fit people in Colombia, and I had a great time. I was at the fittest of my life when I was in Colombia. But I will say overall, for the average person, the fitness culture is more accessible in Thailand. Now let's get into the transportation. Transportation, guys, Bangkok, they have the subway system, they got the MRT, but they got the one above ground and below ground. So Colombia, they don't have that. Colombia, the traffic is pretty terrible in major cities, and it's not as efficient as let's keep it real. The transportation in Colombia is not really efficient compared to Asia and compared to Thailand. And the cost. So we would take a bus from Bangkok to Pattaya, and that used to run us about that was about $3. Yeah, it used to run us from anywhere from $3 to $5 to go on a 2 hour drive. Now let's compare apples to oranges. That same ticket going from Barranquilla to Santa Marta or Cartagena, it would run you about $20. Yeah, yeah, about $20. So, like I said, you $2 for the same 2 hour journey. Is not a comparison, guys. The transportation, they win as well. So, guys, in this video, like I said, if you're planning to go to both of these destinations, both of these are great choices. And the last thing that I know a lot of people want, we're going to talk about the dating culture and the women and just the overall culture with that over there. So, I will say I've had great experience in both, but I will say overall, of course, everybody knows Colombia they have beautiful women, but I would say overall, if it all and honestly, it all depends on what your goals and what you actually really want. Because if you actually really want a wife, you can find a wife in both countries and both cultures. But I would say if we're comparing, I would say it'll be easier to find your wife, wifey material in Thailand as opposed to Colombia. If you want to party and fiesta and you want to, you know what I'm saying, like I would say that's more for you. You can go to Colombia with that. But if you're looking for like a serious, dedicated relationship or something like that, then I would highly recommend Thailand for that. And honestly, it's less scammy out there because in Colombia, I don't know if a lot of guys been hurt, but recently it's been a lot of scams. There's been a lot of drugs. There's been a lot of crackdowns on, especially on the tourists, on gringos. So guys, they know even though you're dark or you're white they know when you're American. They can literally sniff it on you. So and that's when a lot of setups come. So I would say overall, the dating for me, I would say Thailand. So guys, like this is my list for you all. And like I said, both countries are great. I love both. I lived in both. I currently live in Bali, but it's both countries are great. I would live in both again. But yeah, this is a comparison. So like I said, go check it and let me know what you think in the comments. I want to hear your experiences in the comments. So you let me know. Peace.